All right. Good evening, and welcome to Porcupine Stand here on YouTube with Selbert. Well, and rain as usual. Yebeti Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko hon komo. Na oba, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Last month today, me ameni tuya say na modern bank kasa Asante Kotoko kuni dane dinintino na ebema nioma etime akobasa. But this month we've started on a good note. And then MTN FA Cup game. Me sure say na mumbi expect Asante Kotoko so bedin kunimi. Yes, the FA Cup is full of surprises, but Asante Kotoko ama any surprise behind beto yen. So what I say? I want to say ka surprise buyer ka yebe make the news for the wrong reasons. And ka me sure say bring ka ye nyina ye konwa yentintini a ke kasa akura ye wie banyame adom. That is not the situation. I call so our FA Cup no Asante Kotoko ache eye future stars ashomo by 2-0. Goals scored by Albert Amoah. Now line up quick. Mohamed Kamara, 2 clean sheets back to back. Adriana Okipu clean sheet wo and I was kipu back against future stars. Well, Lord Amoah start game nanra. We go through records, me confirm I say Patrick Esiedu a 2 yellow cards into a 1 yellow card away from suspension. Joseph Ablo and Samba Neil eso ejinemwa. Any idea. Then Ubenya Justice Blake, captain of the day. Na when ya Brantia, the friend Andrews in Team Menu, one of the most consistent players our Asante Kotoko this season. Bobo pa. Na when ya Babaya midfield 3. Albert Amoah, the 2-goal scorer. Only the game, no. Na when ya Brantia, the friend a year. Dauda Saka, right from the camp of the Black Galaxies. Now, Ode Abranti FN Elvis Che Bafo, Eswakan Wemo, and a starting 11 of Asante Kotoko. Freddy Kasari, Emmanuel Corte, Samuel Tinedu, Michael Che Jamana, Henry Ansu, Avoka, Emmanuel Enchi, Solomon Kwekusai, and Abranti FN Peter Aqua, na Omunina at the bench at the Asante Kotoko. Whoa! Before we go to the game itself, you had a dikot kohon come on. Okay, send you a dikad ya too many during the week. Se Fernando Wisdom Bassi. Ko piemu ewa Asante Kotoko training grounds. Na brand no. Na watching na when Timi anye training papa bia. Well, before the game, official Asante Kotoko confirming say Wisdom Bassi out of the game. The Nigerian attacker was in an explosive form when he made his first start of the season in our 2-0 away win against Diana Stars last Sunday. Fernando walked off in the early minutes of Wednesday's section with what was later confirmed by the club medics as a left hamstring, which is likely to keep him out for a week. Nenai ben kumuno ena wenya hamstring. Inti na wache bako hamstring de onim se unya oje wa home ya. Obi ma pressure bia obeje wa home ya. Nenwa atotwa. Na inti Bassi. Fortunately for Asante Kotoko, next week there is no Ghana Premier League. League niko break for the upcoming elections. And then I watch pepe me sure say be bia be fe bia. Now bia radio tanaso TV tanaso or monitor election results no. And who say the party our tertiary no whether results no ekoye ma omo ananti week way bibia ni ho in this case I'm referring to a year league weekend ni ho enti Bassi out but obetimi recover ye ama bibia etimi akoso nti eno de free oba me de to anim nti game no Fernando Weston Bassi entimi engine mu bi ensi akan now yanko observations no so me wia MTN FA Cup resource ahodo ye be dan nyina deja e de amamo on the channel. First thing first, let's start off with the bad. 2-0 win they are positive, but you're starting free, baby. Attendance at the Baba Sports Stadium today was not impressive. Anya mwawa se Sante Kotoko penny for nankasa even after the game, some were even commenting about attendance today. I mean, the place was virtually empty. Nukreni nyamianim baby na nipa wakakra was the VIP, but the entire venue ne die na wo hwe park na nkasa so a na tim se nipa ba ho no na wo fom pa na ensem fata Asante Kotoko. Well, it's an FA Cup game, but you and I know say most of the fans have been calling for Kotokombra back to Baba Yarao, Kotokombra Baba Yarao, and finally Kotoko is back. Intina nka ye hwe anim se ne no kebe hu nipa kakra, but dom na ebe pie mu no de na e wo fom pa. Na I think say this is one of the things we talked about on this platform, that the return to Babara would call for a different form of a promo to get the fans to the venue. We are saying this because next league game Asante Kotoko has. Now, in the policies and the books of Asante Kotoko, revenue no kesiena frigate and eba. You can talk about entire the Tony but you and I, the sales of players and other things. But the major source of revenue to manage the day-to-day affairs of Asante Kotoko is frigate. Coming back to the Baba Sports Stadium is something all of you have been calling for. Kotoko, now they are back. I think say about one by 10 for the now say be call run off say then you never cool na ye hu. I think say from Kotoko minim say me din komo there been conversation, there's a communication plan, but it's a plan ye kemushe so that Koko season ba occupy Kotoko ne has last 2 matches for Asante Kotoko enya 2-0 mienu. What is it 2-2 mienu. Enti esese promo na no yehye send ye chitafo no come 15th of December 2 weeks pepepe ebetimi atwe omo de abegu babara. The form is good, the form of Kotoko is good, but it's about how we can make good use of the form to make money for the club. That is one thing. The second thing is that the form is back. I mean, Kotoko luzu 4 matches twice, so Emma coach Ogum Dienidi and that el show way so. Can one SMP Bonechi with set pieces, free kicks, corner kicks, how the team is making defensive errors at the back, creating that space for opponent to score Kotoko. But in the last 2 games, Kotoko keep a clean sheet. And don't tell me an opponent matter, because every win is a win. Now, Kotoko is 5 wins away from qualifying to the CAF Confederations Cup. Talking about the journey using the FA Cup. Next round, you're 32. Now about round 16. Now about round 8. Now about 4. That's the semi. Now about final. So 5 matches for Kotoko to get to CAF Confederations Cup. Inti si we wini back one. Men tena hanka se future stars inti enye match biya me bona baso. Oko se Diana ma bona baso. But we team ya sustain that for the first time back to back. Kotoko team ya say 2 goals back to back in matches. This is a Kotoko team that played 11 games. No team say 2 goals in any. But after scoring 2 against Diana, we team ya say 2 at the entire future stars technical team ye bebo mabaso. Playing body ye bebo mabaso. Kamara obeje fans because ototo papa son me bowechi, but we keep back to back clean sheet. I'll give you applause. I'll give you your stars. And that's the second observation. I mean, you can now see positives. Opponent in a matter. Because there is complacency and there's the shock of the FA Cup. Lagos City's na FA Cup shock ni bi. Kotoko atena Kumasi amakin face a share FA Cup shock. Yehu FA Cup shock. Has tena pobi my man nani FC be sure. So no matter the opponent, a win is a win. Enti Kotoko one team no idea. That's the second observation. We are seeing signs, positive signs. The form is coming back. Into bia otawachi. Eka said the munya abotrema coach no. Wama nipa ne dibem. Obia obo wachi te se me so no. Wo twe eben. You are trying to convince us that we should believe in you. But we will need consistency. But so far, so good. Yes, we still need the consistency. Because you can take us to a new form of happiness if you beat out to folk. The third observation is an excellent welcome party. In kind of cray. What is a Kotoko ashi two and say, Baba Arabana by and one film could go and start it. What started saying the signals. So to me, the house at Twaswa, there's will be a over Kumasi as a Kaish. Go for no. Say, Janana saw a boss about a bell Kumasi na Kumu. Excellent welcome part. And then Obi Oko Stadium be a for you, wire, and a car ticket in a ban, the same be and coffee. Or the Obi feel happy based on the Obi Stadium. And that is what, as a club, as all your more cheetah for. Now, we cannot stop talking about Albert Amoah as our fourth observation. What a striker he is. League or 6 goals. And the FA Cup, all 2 goals. So in our competition for a year, Asante Kotoko, Albert Amoah born homodin pa etimi a provided a dear friend 8 goals for Kotoko. So now anybody can look at Albert Amoah and have the confidence that moving forward, 14 goals now Steve Dese Mukwala share no betimi ababe shebi. Because this season in the league Kotoko 10 goals. Let me just go through my records real quick. Kotoko 10 goals in the league. And Albert Amoah is responsible for 6. In the FA Cup, Kotoko 2 goals. And Albert Amoah is responsible for that 2. So 12 goals are Kotoko Ashe this season. Albert Amoah born homodin Ashe 8. Ewo. Was 8. So Albert Amoah is responsible for 67% of Kotoko goals scored this season. That's a nipa bi say one born abaswa. Na ne den na wo beka. So one born nipa bi say abaswa. What next are you going to say? Because the mark of somebody you can't say what did Timothy na betri so ne eno ne dia Albert Amoah no. And that is what he is doing. If you are responsible for 67% of a big club like Asante Kotoko goals, nobody can tell me on show signs that he can replace Steve Dese Mukwala. Last season in the Ghana Premier League, me tumra na mpese me chirisie. Na me bo bia baso don say Kotoko scored 35 goals last season in 34 matches, which was still not the best. Dese Mukwala share 14. So simple mathematics, yenya mathematics ne quick. 14 divided by 35 multiply by 100 amount 40%. 40%. So Steve Dese Mukwala last season, Asante Kotoko League goals, was responsible for 40% of Kotoko League goals. So if you now have an Albert Amoah, are responsible for 60% so far of Asante Kotoko League goals, FA Cup account. Because Mukwala the enemy can league. This is a player so Bonabaso. Now, when Albert Amoah got injured, to see how important he is to the Kotoko system, when he got injured against Legon Cities, when Timiambo 90 minutes Kotoko lose. Against Heart of Lions, when Timiambo 90 minutes Kotoko lose. Kotoko against Bechem United, Albert Amoah and Timiambo 90 minutes Kotoko lose. So matches na asante Kotoko bo ana Kotoko lose no. The statistics tells us that the boy called Albert Amoah was missing in action for Asante Kotoko. The matches are, don't forget that Kotoko Legon Cities, he scored a goal on the share penalty no, before he got injured. So yes, sorry, pardon me. Legon Cities he played 90 minutes. Sorry. Heart of Lions were more 90 minutes Kotoko lose. Bechem United one Bobim game in the cry. He was not even in the squad. Kotoko lose. Then Kotoko played Nations of about 45 minutes. Kotoko lose. So match I went about 90 minutes. Kotoko lose. Kotoko lose was Lagos Cities, and even in that game he scored. So that is how important he is. So now I can confidently tell you that Albert Amoah am a clear indications that he is the replacement for Steve Dese Mukwala. But last season, Kotoko struggled because goals are near Chanel from. He scored 35 goals. For us to score more, he will need somebody to complement and support. He says, I'll check a Kotoko team now. Emmanuel Enchu 1 goal. Patrick Essiedu 1 goal. And a Michael Chedramanaso 1 goal. And a own goal by Queen Saka Mohammed. And so we Albert Amoah the any free man. None of the forwards, Elvis Sheba, Peter Aqua, Wisdom Bassi, Saka Dauda, Jacob Ao Oko Free Sudan Koye, have been able to score a goal for Asante Kotoko. So over reliance on Albert Amoah, on the good side and on the negative side. And that is why Coach Okum, after analyzing his team, will be serious on the market for sharp scorers like Samson Eduku, sharp scorers like Isaac Minta, sharp scorers like Kwame Poku. I feel what in common as because time our Okum, my main mouth statistics way. Kotoko League under Ogum. Yanya Jumarket Webi. That Asante Kotoko team scored 48 goals and conceded 20. So to compare last season, Kotoko shared 35. It means that Kotoko goal margin drop as to the season Ogumji 13 goals nefty free. Because last season Kotoko shared 35. Season now Ogumji League was share 48 goals, meaning 13 goals difference, negative. Now in that season, when you pick Asante Kotoko, when you Frank and Bella Ituga with 21 on the team, but there was in Fege with 8 goals, Samuel Boateng with 4, Richmond Lamte with 3, Isaac Opon with 3, Imoro Ibrahim with 2, Mudasiru with 2, Dixon Afuakwa, Augustine Japan, Maxwell Ajimai, Andrew Sapel, Ganiyu, Omunyinama 1. So when you check the attackers of Kotoko, you will get Mbella with 21, Nwenya Infege with 8, Samuel Boateng with 4, Isaac Opon with 3, Dixon Afuakwa Shebi. What in common as? See, you Kotoko attackers ni go Afuakwa will go, Opon will go, Boateng will go, Mbella will go, Infege will go. So this is what we call collective goal contribution. Tinka Sabri, KBA, Albert Amoah was 6, And anka Elvis Cheba for 2. Nanka Saka Dauda was 3. Nanka Ebia Peter Aqua ewo 2 a. Menya sure senka coach Ogumbe decided so okofe duku. Now at the same time wasanfa Minta. Now at the same time wafa Kwame Poku edi aka ho. Onye. He would not do that. But akoye nipa ba akope no. Obiaye 0-0 no. It is not helping the club. Now let me tell you something. Still on the Ghana League. Painting the picture. Last season, the G League was summer test. Let's just do this quick example. The G League last season was summer test. Even so say Ususha 11 goals, Trotor. Baba Musa Hamidu, Eshe 10 goals. Almost striker, I friend Emmanuel Mama, Eshe 6 goals. So the front three of summer test. It provided 27 goals, front 3. Ivan Soseusu, Baba Musa Amidu, and Emmanuel Mama, 27 goals. Then from the midfield, Onya Branti and doubt that Yusuf said we share 3. Now when Emmanuel Keyeke, 5. Boachi Ousu, 4. Emmanuel Boachi Ousu, 4. So summer test team no attackers front 3 nankasa of 27 goals then the midfield 3 eso ma goals ni bi ansa na center backs no edu corner kicks almost apie aba bepim bia so atrem what you say now owenya Epson on no free bench na eba no so batim be she goals ni bi. So at the end of the day, Samata scored 45 goals to win the league. But how team come on there? Now let's go to Midiama last season. Midiama scored 44 goals to win the league last season. Last 2 seasons. Good. Now let's go to Heart to Folk when Samuel Boadu won the league. Near her goals to do Oshedeje. Boadu scored 45 goals to win the league. So you call 34 teams has 45 goals to win the league. Kotoko share 48 to win the league. Midiama share 44 to win the league. And a Samates also share 45 to win the league. So what this is telling you is that you should target around 45 goals to win the league. I saw targeted 45 goals and more to win the league. Remember defense and so because has conceded 23 goals. Ebromoji league. Masante Korokosono conceded 20. Ebromoji league. I'll go to Samates. Meko Samates quick. Na ma checking Midiama. Midiama sono omu conceded saying so both side. Midiama conceded 29, which is still higher. And last season, Samates, quick one, Miyama, quick. Last season, oh, too bad, I clicked on the wrong one. Samates so conceded, saying, almost conceded 28. So it means that you call 34 clubs, no, you should not concede more than 30 goals. Watch what I say. Any kind of conceding more than 30. At the same time, I saw say 45 goals or more. Now I heard this season at Santa Kotoko. Lectures we know Saturday and Sunday the year. So far, Kotoko conceded 9 goals in the league. It means that Kotoko should not concede anything more than 20 in the remaining 24 matches. But what would you do? Nipa Kotoko conceded 20. Because Kotoko conceded 20 or they got 29 goals conceded. You check your statistics, no? The another day was Midiama conceded 29. It means that the next 24 matches, Kotoko should target conceding less than 20 goals. But Kotoko, I said 10 goals. I got 22 matches rather. Sorry, 22 matches. So the next 22 matches, Kotoko should not concede anything more than 20 goals. But the next 22 matches, you check his statistics now 45 or more. What that means is that Kotoko could score at least 35 goals in the next 22 matches. Because you say Kotoko 10 goals. You check his statistics now, 45 or more. So you don't concede more than 20 goals in the next 22 matches. Because you're about 12, 22 become one, now 34. So the next 22 matches, Kotoko should not concede anything more than 20. But the next 22 matches, Asante Kotoko should target around 35 goals. Because also 35 goals near the 10 count one, and the Bemana drew 45. So as a Kotoko said 35 or more goals to win the league based on goals scored and goals conceded analysis. So what this means is that see I had a current Kotoko team in the year. So about 12 matches behind now 10. Now so about 24 matches now 20 goals. Untimi do 45. And that is why the coach focused on bringing a lot of attackers to add up to his team so that goal scoring back from all angles. This is the statistics, and this is what the records is saying when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. So one who didn't coach, the near signings, the near transfer, Samson Eduku, Kwame Poku, and Isaac Minta. Because when you have these players, it means that you can start with 2 and make changes and introduce 2. Just all the Albert Amoah and Kwame Poku now starting. You can make changes, take 1 forward out, and add these 2 to make a front 3 of maybe a Minta, of Amoah, and maybe a Samson Eduku. So that ube season, so when Timia Imbella the any be or share 21 in pa. Ube Timia last season summer test Ebra Ivan so say usu a share 11. Eba Emmanuel Mama share 6. Emma Brantia. Your friend Baba Musa share 10. I push you. This also means that last Kotoko previously Gamma scored. Lamte scored. Sharif scored. Abranti Efreno. A Mudasiru scored. Mehu Agadas Dinwo. It means that as I said, the midfielders no. Kiebe season na Emmanuel Enchu of 4. Che Jamana of 4. Ebi a Blay enya 2. At the same time, ebi a Tinedu enya 1B. Baba Yaya o 2B. What you say? Na wenya eye inti men wo 1B. Na se central midfielders no kro omo ne be ka omo bob no omo attack Kotoko be 10 goals or 11 to 12 goals. Na center backs no ye be ka omo bob no na omo so ama Kotoko be 7 goals. So if the midfielders can give you 12 or 13 for the center backs to give you plus defender ko say we actually go Patrick Esidu ashe. It's a center backs no ablo she Samba she Lord Amoah she no mu kura be wie no mama Kotoko 5. What that means is that center backs and midfielders emma 16 goals are. So when him half one bet me amount 30 goals are. When me standard no. Tebi Asaka ama 3. Cheba Afu ama 2. Peter Akwa ama 1. Abetamu ama 15. Yes, on wafa half. Tebi Asa Mintaba. Edukuba. Kwame Pokuba. No mo create me ma 5. What they can Abetamu 15 who is saying 30. To say a which mo the 2, the one be so uche mu kwa no. So I think Kotoko, based on this, you should understand why Coach Ogum want to go big on the transfer market. and sign the best of players to help transform a club. This is Porcupine Start. The league is still not out of the hands of Kotoko, because the gap between the other top in Bebiani Go Stars and Kotoko is 5 points. 5 points here, 2 matches. Fortunately, Kotoko Bebo has outdone him. No abo Midiama outdone him. Now, wabo Bebiani Go Stars outdone him. In the next 5 matches, Kotoko Bebo 3 of these teams are dominating. What this means is that if you can get a win against them, now all the 3 points now catch up, side drop one sound. So far so good with the break, but the real text start right after the elections. Whether we can enter next year with the hope that Kotoko can win the league, it start right after the elections. Ye two abani we ya si ebenya kukuduro se ye betimi aje league no ye two abani we ya na bechere right after the elections. Inti Kotoko munu team, the last 2 matches, we cannot take the glory away from you. We cannot take the praises away from you. But you have to come back bigger, better, stronger in the next matches. Next 5 before we end the league. We end the first round. That is only when we can sit back and have that belief. See a Babeji League. Kotoko beating Baby and Go Stars. Kotoko beating Haas. Kotoko beating a Club FN Midiama. Beating Dreams FC. Beating Vision FC. The next 5, say Kotoko, we need the next 5. I am telling you, either Kotoko will be second or Kotoko will be on top of the league based on the arrangement of the matches. They make another say. Because Haas change Kotoko 1 point. So if you can win your next matches, it means what's on Haas on. Midiama, change Kotoko 3 points. It means you can win your next matches. Only Midiama benya pay. That is if Midiama also win the next 4. Because so we say Midiama, what betono. So we say matches you know catch up. And if you can beat Gold Stars, it means that when you go Stars in terminal, what drop more 3 points, you know. I'm about to cut 2. So if Kotoko can win the remaining matches in the first round, it means that Kotoko will be either second or first at the end of the first round. And that is what every Kotoko fan is hoping for. And the break na munko jima home. Na munko jima ni bebe seremo. Se mo ba back no. Mombra no stronger. Sene maya neno. Yen fast da any kabiye mamo. This is where we wrap up today's and this evening episode of News from Porcupine Stand with Selbert. Bye-bye.